Football is a game full of twists, surprises, and moments that shape history. And sometimes these moments come disguised as silent messages, or not so silent ones. That's exactly what happened recently when PSG sent a loud, clear, and meaningful message to Richard Hughes, Liverpool's sporting director, and the entire leadership of the English club. But were they really paying attention? Or will this message end up being ignored amid the challenges of the transfer market? That's what we're about to find out. But first, don't forget to check below if you're subscribed to the channel to keep receiving the best of the Reds every day. The summer 2024 transfer window was peculiar for Hughes. Far from being a period of blockbuster signings, he saw his strategy put to a tough test. The failed attempt to bring Martin Zubimendi from Real Sociedad to Anfield left visible scars. Despite Liverpool's relentless efforts, Zubimendi decided to stay with his childhood club. A noble gesture, but also a clear sign that the English team's plans would need adjustments. However, here's the intriguing detail. It seems that Zubimendi may not have the same loyalty next summer. The stage is being set for dramatic changes, and Hughes knows he needs to be ready. Under head coach Arne Slot, Liverpool has made only one major addition so far, Federico Chiesa. But as many observers have questioned, does the Italian really represent a key piece in Slot's puzzle? He has barely been used this season, raising suspicions that Chiesa might be more of a short-term financial investment than a tactical bet. Perhaps Liverpool is already considering profiting from his sale in the near future. Cynical? Maybe, but the evidence seems to point in that direction. But wait, 2025 promises to be a turning point for Liverpool. Hughes will be extremely busy, balancing high-profile player exits while trying to completely revamp the team's attack. This won't be an easy mission. If he wants to get it right this time, there's an important lesson that PSG just taught, and it could change everything for the Reds. When we talk about PSG's transformation in recent years, we're looking at a true strategic masterpiece. The French club hasn't just changed its approach in the transfer market, it has also created a model that blends local talent with financial intelligence. This is something Liverpool should closely observe as it plans its own rebuild. Let's take a few steps back. Not long ago, PSG was known for its Galactico signings. Neymar, Lionel Messi, Sergio Ramos, names that shone like stars in the football sky. But gradually, the club realised that this path, while glamorous, wasn't delivering the expected results. Players were too expensive, egos were too big, and achievements were falling short. Then came the crucial decision. It was time for a change. In 2023, PSG underwent a radical overhaul. Neymar, the ultimate symbol of the Galactico era, departed. Messi followed the same path, as did Sergio Ramos, Marco Verratti, Leandro Paredes, Mauro Icardi, Gini Wijnaldum, Julian Draxler, and Renato Sanchez. It was the end of an era. However, what came next was even more impressive. PSG began focusing on a new type of player, talented, undervalued, and, most importantly, French. Hugo Ekitike, Lucas Hernandez, Ousmane Dembélé, Bradley Barcola, and Randal Kolo Muani were some of the key pieces brought in to build a new PSG. In 2024, another French prodigy, Désiré Doué, joined the squad. This created a predominantly French core within the team, bringing fluidity and connectivity on the field. Of course, not all signings were perfect. Hernandez suffered a severe ACL injury, while Ekitike and Kolo Muani initially failed to live up to expectations. However, the main point is clear. PSG bet on talented players who, while not considered Galacticos, had the potential to shine. And of course, the plan worked. Today, PSG has a cohesive squad with players who understand each other's culture and playing style. Moreover, the club has not hesitated to value local talent. something Liverpool seriously needs to consider. With so many key players potentially leaving Anfield after this season, the Reds must think about how to build a new, strong core that aligns with the club's identity. So how can Liverpool learn from PSG and apply these lessons to its own rebuild? The answer lies in finding undervalued talent, building a culturally aligned core, and investing in players with the potential to grow. First, Liverpool doesn't necessarily need to focus solely on English players. However, prioritising athletes who have an emotional connection with the club or the Premier League would be a smart move. Mark Guehi, Adam Wharton, Lewis Hall, Anthony Gordon, and Tyler Dibbling have all been linked to Liverpool. They all share common traits. They're young, talented, and could be signed for reasonable fees. Additionally, they all have the potential to become elite players in the future. Imagine a scenario where these players form the core of a new Liverpool. Guehi brings defensive strength, Wharton offers versatility in midfield, Hall adds speed to the flanks, Gordon provides creativity in attack, and Dibbling emerges as a promising option for the future. Together, they could create a solid foundation for the team, capable of competing both in the Premier League and the Champions League. Moreover, Liverpool can take another valuable lesson from PSG: the importance of avoiding overly expensive and risky signings. Instead of spending fortunes on established stars, the club could invest in young talents who still have a lot to prove. This approach not only reduces financial risks, but also fosters an atmosphere of continuous development within the squad. Paris Saint-Germain has shown the world that it is possible to rebuild a giant club without falling into the trap of Galactico signings. Now, it's up to Liverpool to decide whether to follow that example or continue chasing expensive quick fixes. For Richard Hughes and Arne Slot, the challenge is enormous, but it's also filled with opportunities. The summer of 2025 promises to be a decisive moment for Liverpool. Will they listen to the message PSG has sent? Or will they continue trying to navigate the same turbulent waters of the past? One thing is certain: the future of the Reds depends on strategic choices, long-term vision, and, above all, the courage to reinvent the team. If Liverpool can learn from PSG and apply these lessons effectively, we may be on the verge of witnessing the rebirth of one of football's most iconic clubs. And who knows? The next chapter in Liverpool's history could be even more glorious than the last. Do you think Liverpool should follow PSG's example and invest in undervalued young talents? Do you believe Richard Hughes is on the right path to reshaping the squad? Or would you rather see big names arriving to shake up Anfield? Comment below. I'd love to hear your opinion. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next